Okay, let's be honest, we've all been there, right? Trying to juggle your personal WhatsApp, your work one, and maybe even a third for a side hustle. The constant logging in and out, it's an absolute nightmare. Well, in this explainer, we're going to solve that problem for good, showing you exactly how to manage all your accounts all in one browser.
So does this look familiar to you? You've got one tab open for your personal chats, another for work, and then boom, you're suddenly logged out of the first one. It's this super frustrating cycle, isn't it? Logging in, logging out, and scanning QR codes over and over again just to keep everything straight.
You know, it really all boils down to three core frustrations. First, you've got those session conflicts that are constantly kicking you out. Second, all the time you completely waste rescanning those QR codes. And third, the pure chaos of mixed notifications, which makes it way too easy to miss important messages. This isn't just annoying, it's a major drag on your productivity.
So let's actually put a name to this problem. We're calling it WhatsApp account overload, because that's exactly what it feels like. This daily struggle is more than just some minor inconvenience. It's a genuine productivity killer. And hey, if you're feeling this pain, you are definitely not alone. I mean, think about it. Freelancers have to keep their client communications separate from their personal life. Marketers are running campaigns for different brands. Businesses are trying to handle customer service. The need to manage multiple accounts is pretty much everywhere.
Let's break down the real impact here. Now, the session conflicts and all that QR scanning, those are obvious time wasters. But look at that security risks column. That's something more serious. When your browser's cookies get all jumbled up, WhatsApp's system can actually flag it as suspicious activity, and that could potentially lead to an account ban. That, plus the chaos of mixed-up notifications, means you're not just losing time, you're risking access and missing out on real opportunities.
All right, enough about the problem. Let's get into the fixes. We're going to start with solutions that are completely free and are built right into the browser you're probably using at this very moment.
Okay, first up, Google Chrome. The secret here is using separate Chrome profiles. See, the key thing is that each profile has its own totally isolated set of cookies and data. So when you create a new profile for, say, your work WhatsApp, it's like having a completely separate browser that won't conflict with your personal one. It's simple, it's built in, and it just works.
Now, over on Firefox, the solution is multi-account containers. Instead of juggling a bunch of separate windows, this extension isolates each session inside a single tab. You can create a color-coded work container and a personal container, and because their data is totally separate, they can live side by side in the very same window without any conflict. It's a much, much tidier way to stay organized.
So, which one of these free methods is for you? It really just comes down to your workflow. Chrome's profiles are super simple and already there, but you'll end up with a bunch of windows cluttering up your desktop. Firefox's containers, on the other hand, keep everything neatly in one window, but you do have to install an extension to get started.
But what if you need more than just separation? What if you want to add actual features to the mix? Well, that's when we upgrade and start looking at browser extensions that can give your WhatsApp web some serious superpowers.
And believe me, there are some fantastic options out there. If you're running a business, something like WA Web Plus can give you things like broadcasting and auto-reply features. If you work in a team, an extension called Kubi can add CRM-like collaboration tools right into your WhatsApp. They basically bolt all this new functionality right onto the experience.
Just a quick word of caution here, though. While they're powerful, extensions aren't a perfect solution. They can slow your browser down, they might not offer that perfect session isolation we're looking for, and, using unofficial tools always comes with potential security risks and even the chance of violating WhatsApp's policies. So just be smart about it.
And that brings us to the final tier. This is for those of you who need maximum efficiency, top-notch security, and real power, especially if you're running a business or managing a lot of accounts. It's time to look at the professional, dedicated platforms.
The magic behind these pro tools is something called an isolated browser session. Now, the easiest way to think about it is that each browser tab you open is like a brand new, squeaky clean computer. Nothing from one tab can ever leak into another, no mixed cookies, no session conflicts, nothing. It is the ultimate guarantee of separation and security.
So, this level of isolation unlocks some really powerful benefits. You can manage unlimited accounts with zero conflicts. You can use different proxies for each account to avoid being flagged or banned. Your sessions are saved in the cloud, so you can pick up right where you left off on any device. You can even securely share account access with teammates without ever handing out a password. It's a direct solution to every single problem we talked about at the start.
Now, this level of power and security, as you might guess, typically comes with a subscription. For an individual user, professional plans from platforms that offer this kind of technology often start at around $10 a month. It's best to think of it as an investment in your productivity and, frankly, your peace of mind.
Okay, so we've covered everything from free browser tricks all the way up to powerful paid platforms. So the big question is, which one is right for you? Let's make this really, really simple.
If all you need is a simple way to separate your personal life from your work life, and it's all on your own computer, just start with the basics. Browser profiles in Chrome or containers in Firefox are free, they're easy, and they will absolutely get the job done.
Now, if you need more functionality, we're talking tools for marketing, broadcasting, or auto-replies to help run a small business, then it's time to dive into the world of browser extensions. They give you that extra layer of features right on top of basic separation.
And finally, for the power users. If you're an agency, if you're part of a sales team, or you're anyone managing multiple critical accounts where security, collaboration, and avoiding bans are your top priorities, then investing in a professional tool is the clear and obvious choice.
Look, the key takeaway here is that you do not have to put up with a frustrating WhatsApp workflow. You can take control. Whether it's a simple, free browser trick or a powerful professional platform, the right solution for your specific needs is definitely out there.
At the end of the day, this is about more than just organizing a few tabs. It's about making your communication more secure, more professional, and way more efficient. So as we wrap this up, just take a second to think about your current setup and ask yourself that one simple question. Is your workflow really ready for what's next?